If you got a son and he's underage, hide him from this heifer. She smashing all the little boys. Nah, for real though. She don't like adult dick. She likes the childish of things. So this young thought box PDF, she goes by the name of Malicious China. She's out of Arizona. I don't know what part of Arizona she from. I couldn't tell you that. My sister name is China, so I don't like that part about it. Cause you fucking PDF. So let's go ahead and get into the allegations of what this funky deranged child cock loving female was into. So Miss China was accused of having an inappropriate relationship with a 17-year-old co-worker at Goodwill. Look, I'm not one to bash a job. If you're making your money, make your money, baby. But bitch, you got bigger fishes to fry. Bitch, you're like 28. At that age, you need to be working on improvements, heifer. Better jobs, better situations in life. Not only was she gargling on young peen, she was sending him inappropriate pictures, videos, and she was letting them cream up in that pie on me. He was turning that thing into a cream pie. But on a real note, that is diabolical. Getting pregnant by a 17-year-old at 28 is diabolical. When you that old getting pregnant by a young nigga, you stole that young man's semen. Yeah, that's thievery. Yeah, she stole that young man's semen. And then she was harassing him when the relationship ended. How the fuck do a relationship with a 17-year-old end? She's been fucking him since he was 12. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I'm coming to a conclusion. She been topping bro off since he was 12. Then it looked like she was released shortly after. Crazy work. I ain't one to wish jail on a motherfucker, but if you taking young peen, they should hold your ass in that motherfucker like they hold niggas in there for fucking with them young minors. You dig me? They going in there for years. Men are going in there for years over funneling with that young JJ, right? I think the same consequences should go to these ladies. They think it's cool to be predatorial. It's predatorial behavior. Because I'm going to be real. I'm going to go ahead and break this shit all the way down and let y'all know what this was. She thought that she tried to pull a nigga move. I'm going to tell you what she did. You know how niggas go get them a little young hoe and they try to pimp on them and they taking advantage of them and shit? That's what this young OnlyFans thought that she was doing. She thought that she can go get her a young underage nigga with a non-developed mind, manipulate him. She probably was taking his Goodwill checks. She thought, on back end, I'm going to be sending them these little pussy pics. I'm going to be throwing the pussy on him, sucking his little dick off, letting him toss his dick in my ass. She was doing all the above, right? Right? She failed to realize your worn ass pussy ain't finna hold no nigga to no standard. You feel me? Bitch, he had the upper hand as soon as he started cracking, dumb hoe. And that's just the truth. She thought she had a dummy. That nigga was a little smarter than she thought. You feel me? See, he already ahead of his time. He's 17 years old, got a job. See, back in my time, it was nothing for you to have a little McDonald's job when you 15, different shit like that. These kids don't want to work these days, right? So the fact that he out here, he on that regimen, he working, he probably been working since he's probably 15, 16 years old, right? His brain was more developed than she thought. So he had to drop on your dumb ass, right? So I think he low-key, she thought she was going to manipulate him. He flipped the script on her ass and he manipulated her ass. And he started probably getting bread out of her. You feel me? Busting moves on her. She turned into his whole girl, bro. He flipped that script to where now he got you going crazy. You feel me? Because now he like, man, I ain't throwing you the bag. You going that crazy. You know what, bitch? You ain't giving you no more money if you gonna act crazy. Well, because this is a 305. Let's keep it real. She all about the bread. So he was paying to play, right? Let's keep it real. This 17-year-old little nigga was paying to play. At some point, he flipped the script. Her emotions got involved. And when you young with some good peen, he probably had her ass feeling like, nigga, yeah. Now her feelings involved, right? That's what the dumb little bitch get. And I think she should have got more time. You older females out here chasing down this young peen, y'all gonna get what y'all deserve. On me, and being predatory, like I say. Because it really, honestly, probably wasn't even about the peen to start off. Like I say, this was all a money grab for her. This was all a money scheme. She worked with him. She feel like, I'm about to be taking his checks, stacking them on my checks. Come on, man. She thought she was on some P shit. You're a 304. You got to stay in your fucking lane. You don't know nothing about the pimping, baby. You tried to jump into the pimp lane. You thought you was going to be pimping a little young nigga. Now he got your dumb ass at the job acting crazy, right? Because he ain't paid you like he normally was paying you, right? To be money. That's what it was, right? I know that's what it was. He stopped throwing you that bread, and like you say, usually you being older, you could go yell at him, manipulate him, get that bread out of him. At some point, he took a stand on your fucking whole ass. And hey, shout out to bro. You took a stand. Now her ass is behind them bars. Well, she out now, but this is the type of shit that these older, predatory, stanky thoughts need. And this type of manipulative behavior is going to always backfire on a woman for the simple fact they don't have it in their nature not to get hooked, right? They get hooked when they have sex. And they don't even realize it. They think that they and it doesn't happen every single time. But you can't, they get their emotions involved, bro. Their emotions be deeply tied into these situations that they involve themselves in. So if you fucking with a 17-year-old, she was deeply wrapped into this. I think there could have been crystal meth involved and some other things involved for sure, because she gives me those crystally meth vibes.